we're going house to house being a busybody. We're saying, what's happening in their house? How are they handling their kids? What are they making for dinner?
You know, I love talking about these types of things because this is real life. This is the world in which we live.
Yep.
But there's a difference, of course, between the influencers and those being influenced.
Yep.
And it's kind of weird because I think the influencers are being influenced by people who are then going on to influence other people. And it's like this weird snowball effect.
Yes.
So let's let's dissect that for a little bit.
Okay. So I want moms to know, first of all, what you need to know is these influencers, this is their job. This is a business. This is how they make their income. I mean, it really is. So we first need to look at that. So like when you watch a commercial, okay, you watch it with your eyes wide open, knowing this is a commercial. They're going to tell me everything great about this item. And these people are on a stage for a purpose, right? So we don't watch these commercials. I mean, we just, that's just how we know because we're the generation that watched commercials, right? Sure. We're like, of course, it's a commercial. They're going to say that. Right. So what we need to understand is these influencers, this is their business. Everything that they put on camera is their purpose is to gain a following ultimately, you know? And what makes, and there's amazing ones and they're doing amazing. Well, and I mean, Yvette, look at you and I. Like this, it's what we're not bashing because we're doing the same thing. You know, I go around the country and I speak to people and I'll never see them again. Right. And does that mean that I'm disingenuous? No, but here's the reality. When I get up and talk to you, I'm not usually sharing all the nitty gritty hardships of my life. I'm sharing in 1 hour the things that I think that will bless you, you know? And same with the influencers. They get a 30-second reel to tell you what's going to capture you, you know? So we need to look at it very clearly. And, you know, your husband's a filmmaker. He understands the filmmaking process is you get this much time to send a message. Right. So you're going to send a very, you know, pre-thought out specific message. So we just need to look at it that way. And sometimes when I watch, you know, Jesse came home from work the other day and he's like, you know, what's weird about this younger generation? He goes, they have cameras on them in everything they do. Like they can't do anything with that. They're all trying to be, there's this generation of everybody's trying to be this, get followers, I guess. And it's an odd concept because I look at these influencers and I'm like, everything you're doing is for an audience. And that's got to be really, really hard and exasperating. And their whole goal is to be liked. So with an influencer, you know, we have to remember that everything they do is for a stage. They're filming everything they do. Yeah. And my fear for them is you're missing what's happening in your everyday moment. You know, it's this strategic business plan and it's affecting the influenced. It's really affecting the influenced, those of us that are watching them and being influenced, because what we think is real, we're watching it and we think it's all real. And then we start to feel like, well, I can't do that. Well, I'm not doing that. Well, and I read something online the other day, and it was talked about a mom who showed up at a pool and she had matching swimsuits with her little kid and she had all the pool toys and her makeup was perfect and her hair was perfect. And she set the kid down by the pool and strategically placed all the pool toys around and then started filming. And as she was filming, this other mom was watching. And she's like, as she was filming, the little kid kept saying, Mama, come in, come play with me. And the mom was like, no, we got, you know, we're filming. We're trying to make this look. And meanwhile, the mom that's watching, you know, she's like, our swimsuits don't match. We've got sunblock in our hair. It took everything we could just to get to the pool. And I forgot the snacks. And she goes, then this perfect mom with her perfect child, get up and they leave the pool. She goes, the mom never got in the pool. The kid never got in the pool. It was all this filming process. And she said, I thought if I would have clicked on her profile and I would have watched that film, I would have watched, look at their amazing day at the pool. Yeah. Look how beautiful they are. Look how perfect everything looks. Nobody's crying. Everything looks amazing. And I would have felt like a complete failure. Mm-hmm. And it was so eye-opening going, what we're watching is a 30-second snippet that was strategically placed. You know, influencers with thousands of followers, it's strategically placed. They have business managers to say, this is what we need to get. Yeah. And so I think people are starting to figure out people don't want to see perfect. And we're starting to see that. And so then I clicked to another influencer. And Yvette, it's hard for me to even say this without crying, but I watched this woman had 128,000 followers. And her reel that morning was she was filming her child have a complete meltdown. The child was hysterically crying, calling for mama, 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 mama. Just a meltdown. Like we've all had kids with meltdowns.
Sure.
Like, hello. And her whole thing on it was, see, my life is real. My kids have meltdowns too. Look at this meltdown. Look at this. This is so stressful, blah, blah. And the whole time I'm watching, I'm going, would you put the phone down and pick up your baby?
Right.
Would you put your phone down and hold that child? And I saw all the comments coming in going, oh, it's so good to see that your life is real like mine. Oh, it's so good to see you showing how real life is. And the whole time I'm thinking, that child is crying, mama, calling out mama, and you're filming it to show the world how real you are, to gain all these followers who want to see a real mom.
Right.
And it just made me break for the generation below us that has watched their parents live on stage. And what's hit me is I look at 1 Timothy 5:13, and it says that these women it warns these women, do not go about from house to house being a busybody. And the Bible is warning that. And it makes me think that's what we're doing. When we slide to the next influencer, we just slide. What is this person showing? We're going house to house being a busybody. We're saying, what's happening in their house? How are they handling their kids? What are they making for dinner?
Right.
And really, what's behind us? It's our children begging for our attention, asking us to pick them up and give them attention.
Right. And on the other side of it, it's not just us looking into their home, seeing how great they are, but Satan uses that
100%
to tell us we're not
good enough.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked Podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.